Here with the 2014 Subaru XV Crosstrek. Air conditioning is not working, or as it turns out, working intermittently. I troubleshot this last fall and it was really cold, so I couldn't tell if the AC was working or not because it's a cold place I live in. Anyhow, first thing I did was check the AC compressor right here, and it was spinning, so I stopped troubleshooting that and assumed it was other things. I got a can of Freon, checked the Freon level, but also the gauge was broken on the Freon. So here's what we're gonna do. I tried it again this summer when it's really hot out, and when I started it up and turned the AC on, the AC compressor didn't move. When I tapped it with a hammer, it would engage the clutch and the compressor would start to turn, and then it was actually blowing ice cold air. I bought a second can of Freon with a gauge, and that one worked. So if you, I mean, the gauges they make 500 of them every second, so they're probably not, yeah, they're not high quality tools, but they're throwaway parts. So anyhow, get a gauge that works, check your Freon. My Freon pressure was perfect. So now you could use an AC compressor tool to get the nut off the clutch, but I'm using needle nose right here, you can see. So anyhow, I'm gonna pull the clutch apart, and I think you take a shim out because over time the gap widens too much and the magnet can't pull the clutch in. So I'm gonna take the clutch apart on the AC compressor. I'm gonna remove some shims. I've got a feeler gauge to make sure I have the right gap. And then when that's all said and done, hopefully the AC should work all the time. That's the goal. So if you're troubleshooting your AC on your Subaru of any sort and you think the compressor's working, check it several different times. If it's working intermittently, it may be the compressor just worked when you happen to look at it that one time. So that's it. Follow along. We're gonna fix the AC for real this time. All right, there's the AC. I just wedged my needle nose in there, and I was actually able to break the bolt free. It's not, I mean, it's a 10 mil bolt, so if you've got an AC tool, great, but they're like 20 bucks, you know. You can save yourself 20 bucks, don't bother getting one. And there we go. Got it loosened right there. Try to not drop it and lose it. Yeah, 10 mil bolt. Yeah, look at that, no rust. That's the cleanest bolt on the car. Right there, all right. Pulling the clutch off. And this goes without saying, make sure that the key's not in the ignition. You don't want this thing starting and ripping your hand off. I'll wiggle it out there. And there's the, I think it's similar to the clutch on a car. That's the pressure plate. And there's a magnet in there that pulls it. And when this comes in, it engages. And over time, the surface wears down, so the gap is too big for the magnet to engage. So inside there are some shims, and you pull the shims out, and that reduces the gap. So we're gonna do that next. There's a can of Easy Chill that I had that comes with a gauge. The gauge I had was broken. You have to plug it into the low pressure side. If you've got a cap on it, it'll have a little L on it. It won't fit on the, I think it's a low, but it only fits on one of them, so you don't have to worry about getting it right. You fit that on there, and you have to check the pressure while the AC is running. So if the compressor isn't running, this won't work right. I did get my pressure, I did get the compressor to run for a second by tapping it with a hammer, and mine was at about 40, so it was perfect. Yeah, there's the little shims in there. I don't know if you can see them. I'm gonna pull them out, but I'm trying to find my feeler gauge, which I cannot find right now, so here's hoping. Wish me luck. Okay, a nice set of metal picks would be great for pulling these out, but if you don't have a nice set of metal picks, in a pinch, I recommend some sticks. I'm gonna see if I can do this. Oh, look at that. Can you see that? That's amazing. I'm amazing. That is a shim. And I think that shim right there might be just the width we're looking for. They put that in, I'm guessing, because they expect this to happen, so you can just yank that shim out, and you're probably good. But I am going to check with feeler gauges if I can find them. My tools are everywhere. All right, I cannot find my feeler gauge set, no surprise there. So I'm just going to take this shim out, and I'm going to put it back together and see if it works. If it doesn't, then I'll find my feeler gauge, and we'll make sure it is the correct gap, which I think is 0.03 to 0.6 millimeters is the correct gap. But we'll try it this way. Okay, shim out, putting the clutch back together. Putting the clutch back together, yeah. Took the shim out, my feeler gauges are nowhere to be seen. So I'm gonna try this without knowing exactly how they should be. I think it should be okay. All right, it's finger tightened. Gonna get it tightened a little bit more. I don't have an AC clutch tool. I do have some pliers. And you wedge the pliers into the AC compressor one way or another. And then you try and tighten it down. And it works a little bit. Kind of not great, but hey, it works a little bit. You can imagine if this were to work. Yeah, buy an AC compressor tool. That's my takeaway. Spend the 20 bucks. Oh man. Yeah. Buy the AC compressor tool. Don't be a cheapskate like me. Hey, there's a second hand. Are you going for a walk? Here, turn this. You pull this handle towards you. Yeah, you got a little turn on, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. There. 2 people. Much better.
Oh.
You're on video.
Oh.
All right, I got everything. I got everything put back together. Pair of pliers at a second person. My wife walked by and I convinced her to help me. I didn't look up a torque spec on that. It's a 10 mil bolt. I just got it as tight as I could with a pair of pliers holding the AC compressor. I'm about to start it up, see if it works. Let's try. Let's go! We got AC. We got AC. That is what I'm talking about. That is what they talk about. AC, what's it doing? What's it doing? It's blowing ice cold. That's what it's doing. Happy, happy. I'm gonna throw the gauge on this thing with the compressor running so you can see what the pressure should be like. I got the AC on, I got recirculation on, and I got the fan going full blast. You want glasses and gloves on when you're doing this? Don't get your hand in the belt. Don't do that. Yeah, all right. I'm at 30 right there. I'm in the green. We're leaving it there. We're good. Boom, bada boom. We're done. That's a wrap. Don't forget to put your guard back on. One end snaps in, the other end is a bolt. Don't over tighten that, you will crack the plastic. Ask me how I know. That is the correct way to fix the AC on your Subaru, high mileage Subaru. It's the compressor. If it works once and if the compressor appears to be turning but you're getting AC intermittently, don't believe it. Your AC may be working sometimes. You hit a bump in the clutch engages, you know? So check the AC compressor. If that's working intermittently or not working at all, it's a 10 mil bolt. Take the clutch apart, pull that shim out, put it back together. If you got feeler gauges, check it right. If you don't let it stop you. Fix the AC. Oh, it's nice and cool in here. So happy. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Peace.